Hello and welcome to Quiz Time. My name is Dave, I'll be your host today, and we have some great questions today about politics and history. Let's jump right in. Here's your first question. Which of the following belongs to the type of government Canada has? Constitutional monarchy, parliamentary democracy, or all of the above? All of the above. Who was the last governor of New France? Marquis de Vaudreuil, Louis de Bode, or Charles de la Tour? Marquis de Vaudreuil. Where did the first meeting of an elected assembly take place? Canada, Vancouver, Halifax? Halifax. In 1791, what act was enacted by the British Parliament to divide Canada into two parts? Democracy Act, Constitutional Act, or Legislative Act? Constitutional Act. Who founded the St. Jean-Baptiste Society? Ludger Duvernay, William Mackenzie, or Joseph Howe? Ludger Duvernay. In what year did the Abolition of Slavery Act take effect? 1877, 1833, or 1834? 1834. During the colony of British Columbia, what capital was dubbed the Royal City? Ottawa, New Westminster, or Vancouver? New Westminster. What is the scandal in Parliament that appeared in the Liberal newspaper? Parliament scandal, Pacific scandal, or British Columbia scandal? Pacific scandal. In what year was the Secret Ballot Act introduced? 1834, 1874, or 1873? 1874. Who led the return of the Conservatives during a federal election? William Mackenzie, John A. Macdonald, or Robert Borden? Robert Borden. During the Seven-Year War, in what year did the British gain control of the territory over France? 1676, 1776, or 1763? 1763. How many deaths were estimated in Europe's population during the Black Death pandemic? 1/3 of Europe's population, 2/3 of Europe's population, or 1/4 of Europe's population? 1/3 of Europe's population. Who was the first man to complete navigation around the world? Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, or Vasco da Gama? Ferdinand Magellan. Who imposed Catholicism over territories which enraged the Protestants to rebel? Emperor Ferdinand II, Louis XVI, or none of the above? Emperor Ferdinand II. Who is the Portuguese leader who started the Age of Exploration in the 15th century? Ferdinand Magellan, Vasco da Gama, or Henry the Navigator? Henry the Navigator. Who granted the Edict of Nantes? Louis XVI, Henry IX, or Charles II? Henry IX. Henry IV. It has the highest minimum wage in the world. What nation is this? Australia, China, or South Korea? Australia. Which of the choices is a form of government that is a small group controls? Monarchy, democracy, or oligarchy? Oligarchy. What legal action requires convicts caught in one state to be sent back to the state where the crime occurred? Deportation, extradition, or none of the above? Extradition. Which of the following is defined as a long, slow-moving speech presented to consume time in order to prevent a vote and the approval of a bill? Extradition, judiciary, or filibuster? Filibuster. It is the regulation of government authority, including the specific guidelines that restrict how decisions are made. What is this law? Judiciary, affirmative action, or administrative? Administrative. It is when a monarch rules on their own accord with total authority. What is the exact term for this definition? Judiciary, monarchy, or absolutism? Absolutism. The Industrial Revolution was defined by the increasing mechanization of production and the social change that results. It's true. What is the political theory that views all forms of government as futile? Feminism, anarchism, or communism? Anarchism. Who is the king who agreed to publish the Magna Carta? King Charles II, King John of England, or King James I? King John of England. In what year did Albert Einstein receive the Nobel Prize? 1946, 1914, or 1922? 1922. Who wrote and placed the 95 Theses outside the church? The Pope, Martin Luther, or Voltaire? Martin Luther. Who is the wife of William Shakespeare? Elizabeth May, Anne Hathaway, or Lady Macbeth? Anne Hathaway. Who is the man known as the Scourge of God? Attila the Hun, Voltaire, or Napoleon? Attila the Hun. Which continent did Prince Henry of Portugal explore? Asia, Australia, or Africa? Africa. Who is the leader of the Roundheads? King John of England, Napoleon, Oliver Cromwell? Oliver Cromwell. The Great Depression is a natural event, economic event, or a plague? An economic event. Who is the leader of the Nazis? Adolf Hitler, Napoleon, or none of the above? Adolf Hitler. In what country did the Aegean art begin? China, Greece, or Japan? Greece. What civilization has its name derived from Greek and is defined as between two rivers, Egypt, Mesopotamia, or China? Mesopotamia. In what era did agriculture in Mesopotamia begin? 10,000 BCE, 4,500 BCE, or 5,000 BCE? BCE. Which emperor restored imperial rule to the Japan Empire? Emperor Qi, Emperor Meiji, or Emperor Shen? Emperor Meiji. What is Showa? Holocaust, Great Depression, or none of the above? Holocaust. What was the euthanasia program about? Jewish killings, tribal cleansings, or African slavery? Jewish killing. What is the Paleolithic age? Making of stone tools, age of agriculture, or dawn of civilization? Making of stone tools. Which year did World War I begin? 1918, 1914, or 1912? 1914. Which general famously stated, "I shall return"? Bull Halsey, Douglas MacArthur, or Ulysses S. Grant? Douglas MacArthur. Who invented the printing press? Johannes Gutenberg, Isaac Newton, or Galileo Galilei? Johannes Gutenberg. The 100 Years' War was fought between which two countries? England and France, Italy and Britain, or none of the above? England and France. In 122 AD, which Roman emperor constructed a massive wall across northern Britain? Nero, Augustus, or Hadrian? Hadrian. Who landed on the moon? Ferdinand Magellan, Neil Armstrong, or Elon Musk? Neil Armstrong. William Shakespeare joined the company of this London theatre in 1594. What is the company's name? The Globe, the London Palladium, or Lord Chamberlain's Men? Lord Chamberlain's Men. What country did the Khmer regime rule in the 20th century? Cambodia, Vietnam, or China? Cambodia. Who created the earliest Gothic art? Johannes Gutenberg, Abbot Suger, or Gregory Lewis? Abbot Suger. What is another name for the Charter Oath? Oath of Five Articles, Oath of Government, or Oath of Office? Oath of Five Articles. That was our last question. Add up your scores. How well did you know politics and history? Go ahead and comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you again on Quiz Time.